Alright, before we start editing, let's first download and install Filmora on your computer. So first, open your web browser, and for this tutorial, I'll be using Chrome, then type filmora.wondershare.com, or simply search for Wondershare Filmora on Google. Once the website opens, click on the Get Started for Free button to start downloading Filmora for your computer. And Filmora is available for both Windows and Mac, so make sure you download the correct version for your device. Now wait for the installer to finish downloading. After the download is complete, open the installer file. Then follow the on-screen instructions to install Filmora on your computer. And depending on your system, the installation may take a few minutes. Once everything is installed successfully, launch Filmora, and this is the first screen you'll see. From here, you can create a new project, open an existing project, access cloud projects, or browse templates and presets. So, to start editing, simply click on New Project, and Filmora will open the main editing workspace for you. And don't worry if the interface looks overwhelming right now, because in the next section, I'm going to break down every important part of the Filmora interface step by step, so you understand exactly where everything is and how to use it. Now that we have Filmora installed, let's quickly go through the interface so you understand where everything is before we begin editing. And don't worry, Filmora is very beginner-friendly, so after a few minutes, everything here will start making sense. So, the Filmora workspace is mainly divided into several important sections. The first section is the Media panel, located here on the top left side. This is where all your imported videos, images, music, and other project files will appear. And apart from Media, this panel also contains tabs like Audio, Titles, Transitions, Effects, Stickers, Templates, Filters, and more. So, anytime you want to add effects, text, transitions, or music to your project, this is where you'll mostly come to. Next is the Preview window. Located at the center, this is where you preview your video in real time while editing. So, anytime you make changes to your project, you'll immediately see the results here. And below the Preview window, you'll find the playback controls. These controls help you play, pause, rewind, or move frame by frame through your project while editing. Now, moving down here, we have one of the most important sections in Filmora, the timeline. The timeline is where all your editing happens. This is where you arrange your video clips, audio files, text effects, transitions, and everything else you'll use in your project. So you can think of the timeline as the main editing workspace. And in Filmora, the layers above usually appear on top of the layers below. So if you place a video or text on an upper layer, it will appear above the footage underneath it. Now, on this side, we have the Inspector panel, sometimes called the Properties panel. This panel changes depending on what you select on the timeline. So if you select a video clip, it will show video settings like scale, position, rotation, speed, masking, AI tools, and color correction. If you select audio, it will show audio settings like volume, fade in, fade out, noise removal, and audio enhancement. And if you select text, it will reveal text customization options like fonts, colors, animations, spacing, shadows, and more. Now let's talk about the toolbar above the timeline. This contains useful editing tools like undo, redo, delete, split, crop, speed controls, keyframing, snapshot, silence detection, AI tools, and other quick access editing features. And throughout this tutorial, I'll show you exactly how to use all these tools step by step. Now, one very important thing you should know is that Filmora allows you to fully customize your workspace. So, you can resize panels, zoom in on the timeline, and organize your editing space however you want. And trust me, once you understand the layout, editing inside Filmora becomes extremely fast and easy. So, now that you understand the interface, let's move on to importing your videos, organizing your files, and starting your very first edit inside Filmora Video Editor. Alright, now let's import our files into Filmora and start building our project. So, before you can edit anything, you first need to bring your videos, images, music, or sound effects into the Media panel. And there are multiple ways to do this in Filmora. The first and easiest method is simply dragging and dropping your files directly into the Media panel from your computer. And the second method is clicking on this Import button here. Once you click on it, a file browser window will open. Then you can select the videos, images, or audio files you want to use in your project. Then click Open, and Filmora will automatically import them into the media panel. Now, once your files are imported, you can preview them before adding them to the timeline. So if you click on any footage, it will open in the preview window where you can watch it first before editing. And one thing I really like about Filmora is that you can organize your files properly, especially when working on big projects. So instead of keeping everything mixed together, you can create folders for videos, audio, sound effects, images, B-roll music, and other assets. And this makes your workflow much cleaner and faster. Now, let me show you how to add clips to the timeline. So, if you want to add a video to the timeline, simply drag and drop the footage from the media panel down to the timeline. Or, alternatively, you can right-click on the clip and select Insert to Target Track Only, or Overwrite depending on how you want the clip added to the timeline. And once your footage is on the timeline, you can rearrange clips by simply clicking and dragging them to any position you want. Now, another very important thing you should understand in Filmora is tracks. So the main video layer is where your primary footage is placed. Then layers above it are usually used for things like B-roll, text, effects, logos, overlays, and graphics. And just like most professional editing software, layers above will appear over layers below. So if I place this overlay footage on the upper track, it will appear above the main footage. Now, let me show you another useful feature. If you right-click on your media, you'll see additional options like Rename, Create Proxy, Delete, Find in Explorer, and Media Information. And renaming your clips is very useful, especially when working with a lot of footage. So, instead of having random file names, you can rename them to something easier to identify. Now, before we move on, let me show you one more important thing: timeline zooming. If your clips look too small on the timeline, you can use the zoom slider here to zoom in and make editing easier. And if you zoom out, you'll be able to see more of your entire project at once. Trust me, you'll use this feature all the time while editing. So now that we've imported and organized our files, let's move on to the fun part: learning the basic editing tools inside Filmora and making our first real edits. Alright, now let's start actually editing inside Filmora. And in this section, I'm going to show you the most important editing techniques you'll use in almost every single project. So let's begin with cutting and splitting clips. To split a clip in Filmora, first select the footage on the timeline, then move the playhead to the exact position where you want to make the cut. After that, click on the split icon here on the toolbar, and Filmora will instantly cut the clip into two separate parts. And if you want to remove unwanted sections, simply select the clip you don't need and press the delete key on your keyboard. Now let's talk about trimming clips. If you want to shorten a clip without making a split, move your mouse cursor to the edge of the footage until the trim icon appears. Then click and drag inward to trim the clip shorter, and you can do this from either the beginning or the end of the clip. This is one of the most common editing techniques you'll use when removing mistakes, pauses, or unnecessary parts from your videos. Now, another important editing technique is moving clips around on the timeline. So if you want to rearrange your footage, simply click and drag the clip to any position you want, and Filmora will automatically help snap clips together, making editing much smoother. Now let's go through some very useful toolbar tools you'll use often while editing. The first one is Undo, and this helps you reverse any mistake you make while editing. So if you accidentally delete something or move a clip wrongly, just click Undo or press Ctrl+Z on your keyboard. And next is Redo, which restores actions you previously undid. Next is Delete, lets you delete any selected footage. Then we have the Crop tool. This allows you to crop unwanted parts of your footage or resize videos for different aspect ratios like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Shorts, and more. Next is the Speed tool, and this allows you to speed up or slow down your videos. So if you want cinematic slow motion, you can reduce the speed, or if you want fast motion effects, you can increase the speed. And later in this tutorial, I'll show you advanced speed ramping techniques as well. Now, another powerful feature inside Filmora is keyframing. And this allows you to create smooth animations like zoom effects, movement rotation, opacity animations, and much more. But don't worry, we'll cover keyframes properly later in the tutorial. Now let me show you timeline shortcuts that will make your editing much faster. So, spacebar plays and pauses the video, Ctrl+Z undoes actions, delete removes clips, and Ctrl+± helps zoom in and out of the timeline. And learning shortcuts is one of the fastest ways to improve your editing speed. Now, one more thing I highly recommend is using multiple tracks while editing. So instead of placing everything on one layer, you can separate main footage, B-roll, text, sound effects, music, and overlays onto different tracks to keep your project organized. And as your projects become more advanced, this becomes extremely important. So now that you understand the basic editing workflow inside Filmora, let's move on to audio editing, where I'll show you how to add music, voiceovers, sound effects, reduce noise, and make your videos sound much more professional. Now, let's talk about audio editing inside Filmora, because good audio can completely change the quality of your videos. And honestly, viewers are more likely to forgive bad video than bad audio. So in this section, I'll show you how to add music, import sound effects, record voiceovers, adjust volume, remove background noise, fade audio, and make your videos sound much more professional. So first, let's add audio to the project. And there are multiple ways to do this in Filmora. The first method is using Filmora's built-in audio library. So click on the audio tab here, and you'll find different categories like music, sound effects, universal music, and more. And if you find a soundtrack you like, simply drag and drop it onto the audio track on the timeline. Now, the second method is importing your own audio files. So just go back to the media panel, click import, then select the music or sound effect from your computer. Then click open and drag it down to the timeline. And the third method is extracting audio from a video clip. So if you have a video and want to use only the audio from it, right-click on the video clip on the timeline, then select Detach Audio. Filmora will automatically separate the audio from the video and place it on a separate audio track. And this is super useful for voice recordings, interviews, podcasts, or extracting background music. Now, let's move on to editing audio. So just like video clips, audio clips can also be split, trimmed, moved, deleted, and rearranged. So if you want to cut audio, move the playhead where you want the cut to happen, then click the split tool. And if you want to trim audio, drag the edges inward or outward. Now, let me show you some very important audio controls inside Filmora. So when you select an audio clip, the audio settings will appear on the inspector panel. And the first setting is volume. This controls how loud or quiet the audio is. So you can increase the volume if the sound is too low, or reduce it if it's too loud. Next is fade in and fade out. And this creates a smooth transition at the beginning or end of the audio, instead of the sound suddenly starting or stopping. And trust me, this makes your edits sound much cleaner and more professional. Now, another extremely useful feature is noise removal. So, if your recording has background noise like fan noise, traffic, humming, keyboard sounds, or room noise, you can enable audio denuas to reduce unwanted noise automatically. And Filmora also has AI audio enhancement tools that can help improve voice clarity. Now, let's talk about voiceovers. Filmora allows you to record your voice directly inside the software. So, if you want to record a voiceover, click on the record button here above the timeline, then select Record Voiceover. Now choose your microphone, adjust your recording settings, then click the red button to start recording. And once you finish recording, Filmora will automatically place the voiceover onto a new audio track on the timeline. Then you can edit it just like any other audio clip. Now, let me show you one feature content creators love: audio ducking. Audio ducking automatically lowers your background music whenever someone is speaking. So instead of manually reducing the music volume every time, Filmora does it automatically for you. And this makes your dialogue much clearer. Now here are some important audio tips for better videos. Keep background music lower than your voice. Avoid distorted or overly loud audio. Use fade-ins and fade-outs often. Remove unnecessary pauses. And always listen to your audio before exporting, because clean audio instantly makes your content feel more professional. So now that we've covered audio editing, let's move on to adding text, titles, subtitles, and animations inside Filmora Video Editor. Now let's move on to adding text, titles, and subtitles inside Filmora. And this is one of the most important parts of editing because text helps keep viewers engaged, improve storytelling, highlight important information, and make your videos look more professional. So, in this section, I'll show you how to add text and titles, customize fonts and colors, animate text, create subtitles, and use auto captions inside Filmora. So, first, let's add text to our project. To do that, click on the Titles tab here at the top. And Filmora comes with a lot of built-in title presets like basic text, lower thirds, callouts, YouTube titles, cinematic titles, social media animations, and much more. So, if you want to use any title, simply drag and drop it onto the timeline above your footage. And just like video clips, you can move text around, extend the duration, trim it, split it, or reposition it anywhere on the timeline. Now, to edit the text itself, click on the title layer, and the text editor will open. From here, you can type whatever text you want. So, I'll type Fusion as an example. Now let's customize the text, and Filmora gives you a lot of customization options. First is the font section. So, you can choose different fonts depending on the style you want for your video. For example, bold fonts for gaming videos, clean fonts for tutorials, cinematic fonts for movie-style edits, and modern fonts for social media content. Next is font size, and you can increase or decrease the size using the slider here. Or, alternatively, you can resize the text directly from the preview window by dragging the corners. Now you can also customize text color, opacity, spacing, alignment, shadows, glow, borders, and backgrounds. And honestly, playing around with these settings is one of the best ways to develop your own editing style. Now, let's talk about text animations. Filmora has built-in text animations that make your titles look much more dynamic and professional. So, after selecting your text, go to the Animation tab and here you'll see different categories like In Animations, Out Animations, Loop Animations, and Emphasis Animations. So, In Animations control how the text enters, Out Animations control how it leaves. And Loop Animations continuously animate the text while it stays on screen. And Filmora has a lot of presets you can use with just one click. Now let me show you subtitles and captions. Subtitles are extremely important today because many people watch videos without sound, and subtitles also improve audience retention. Now, Filmora has an AI-powered speech-to-text feature that can automatically generate captions for your videos. So if you want to generate subtitles, automatically go to the Titles section, then select AI Caption, then select Speech-to-Text. Now choose the language of your video, then click Generate. Filmora will automatically transcribe your audio and create captions for you. And honestly, this saves a huge amount of time compared to typing subtitles manually. Now, after the subtitles are generated, you can still edit them. So, if there are any mistakes, simply click on the caption and correct the text manually. And just like normal text, you can also customize font, size, colors, position, background, and animations. Now, if you prefer creating subtitles manually, you can also add normal text layers and type each subtitle yourself. And this gives you more control over timing and styling. Now, here are some important subtitle tips. Keep subtitles short and easy to read. Use clear fonts. Avoid placing subtitles too high. Use contrasting colors. And avoid overly complicated animations, because readability is more important than flashy effects. So, now that we've covered text, titles, and subtitles, let's move on to effects, filters, transitions, and color grading inside Filmora Video Editor.